Hi, Carol here, and welcome to my craft room on this Saturday afternoon. I wanted to do a project for you today, but first, there was a group of ladies in town that had a tea on a Saturday, and I was unable to make it, so they sent this home with my husband. He was there at their house, their friends, and they said, "Take this home to your wife," and I absolutely loved it. It is a piece of vellum over a glass, and then there's a little tea light on the inside. So when you turn on the tea light, there we are, you put it down there and you put your vellum over top. It says, I am beautiful, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made, Psalm 139:14. And it just lights up at night. I keep it in my craft room and I just put it on. It's so pretty. And I thought, what an easy project, especially if you're going to have some ladies over for tea or a dinner and you're inviting couples and you want to have something on your place setting. I think this would be beautiful. So I took this off and I took out a piece of 140-pound vellum, Stampin' Up! Vellum, and I just wrapped a piece of vellum and cut it out by hand. And then I folded it in half, and I'll show you how I made it. And I'm going to show you how to make one of these. Very simple with your vellum. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, what a wonderful idea. Before I do that, though, I finished up my zig markers right here. They're just beautiful. But I finished up the pink, purple, and orange family wheel. So on my blog, I will post a link to my first video showing how I did this wheel. And it will show you easily how to 3 or 4 blend your colors just by turning the wheel. I already went over this, so I won't waste any time today. But I got the pink one done last night. Isn't that vibrant? So now I have the pink, and it's for your zig clear color watercolor pens. And it will show you in an instant, just by turning the wheel, how to some pretty blending groups. So if you're interested, just email me and stop by this video, which I will leave a link to check that out. Now let's get to this. Took it's a 40-pound vellum, and I took out my favorite things. Roses set that I haven't used yet. Then I took out Sweet and Sassy stamps. I love this family that put out Sweet and Sassy stamps. They sharing the love of Christ through paper crafting. They have King James Version scripture verses and tons of beautiful photopolymer stamps. And it's a family that I think it's special to support them because they are doing a great job in the paper crafting community. So I took out some scripture verses I want to put on here. There's this one I'm not going to be using, but I'm going to use the background friendship script stamp. Isn't that beautiful? And that's this one. I think it's this one. No, it's this one here, I think. Isn't that pretty? And this one, which has the verses that I want to use on it. I took out my Misty, and this is the W+9 flower set right here. And this one is called, what is this called? Coming Up Roses. Haven't used that yet either, so I thought this would be nice to do. Now, so we'll put this over there, and I have the Misty out. Now, to get this, let me just put this up. To get this, all you have to do is take a piece of vellum. I'm just grabbing one. It's pretty thick. Then all you have to do is make, let's say you don't have this and you're just starting from scratch. You just take it and make a cone like this. Just like that. However you want to make it like that. I like to make it point to point, like so. Then flatten it out, cut it this way, cut it down this way, and you end up with a cylinder. Okay? So really it's going to go from corner to corner like this. Then you can see underneath here, cut it down from here down to where you want it to go around. And at this point, you just cut it off, and it makes a wonderful cylinder. And it's easy peasy. So that's what I did right here. And I took my sewing machine and I made some, let me get these off. These stick really well, these magnets. So this is how it turns out. Like that. So you can fold it in half like this and cut it like a cylinder. Just kind of like a dress, but keep this end rounded, right? And cut this off. I used my knife, cutting knife with a ruler to get nice straight lines on the end. And then I took my sewing machine and my gold thread and I did some zigzags on the bottom and some different zigzag on the top there in gold. And I'm going to turn it around to the inside. That's where we're going to do our stamping. And I'm setting it in the MISTI, kind of even. Let's see. Like so. Then just put your magnets. Be careful to do them one at a time. Like this. Isn't that funny? I used my sewing machine. And thank you, Sherry. Okay, so we have that down. Then I took my script background stamp, really sticky. Okay, so now I was trying to think, let's get it down here. I'm going to do it here. Let's see, I'll center it. Maybe I'll do it in the center like that first. Okay, so I was thinking of inks. What inks do I want to use? You can use your Stays On inks. Comes in lots of colors. You know, you have a choice of all kinds of colors you can use, and it stays on. I took out my clear translucent embossing powder because I'm going to emboss on here. It's very hard. I practiced on some old vellum just to see what inks worked well, and your hybrid inks work well. I took out my Tim Holtz minis, and I took out all of my Ombre inks. I thought we'd give it a try. This doesn't necessarily have to be one that I'm keeping. I will do some more. I just wanted to show you how nice this was. So I'm going to start with this script first, and I'm going to do it in the antique linen, okay, and the MISTI. So I'm going to pick it up and put this on there. There we go. Make sure it's down like this. Okay, so we will ink that up and see how it works. And then I'm going to get into using my zig markers. And I just want this faint in the background. That's why I chose this light ink. There we go. And turn it around. Press down. Lift up. Isn't that pretty? Oh, there's a little piece. Yikes, that I better get I don't know if I can do this with my nail. A little piece of glue or something. There we are. So let's get out our embossing powder. Take this off. I don't need to, whoa, see what I mean? I don't need to redo that, but it's very wet. But look how pretty that is on there. So let's hold it over top of our powder. tray. And I wanted to do it so it kind of looked like gold. There we are. I didn't use my baby powder, but we will see how this goes. You want to do it with I'm going to use the Stampin' Up tool because it has 2 settings. Plug this in. And there we go. And let's go. I'm using it on a low setting. Really nice. No, I think I can use it on the high setting. It's a nice thick film. It'll take the heat. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we'll move it over and separate these magnets. There, and we'll stamp on here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to line it up. I think I will use a bit of my embossing powder. There we are. Okay. There we go. Might have some left on there, which I do. That's awesome. Don't even have to put anything on there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now there we go. Take some antique linen. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Hope you can see that. Let's get that on there. That is Hero Arts Detailed Clear Embossing Powder. Okay, this is on the back side, right here. So turn it over, and now we're going to start stamping, like that. We'll do it right from here, and you can see that. Isn't that gorgeous? Like that. Let me see if I can show you here. Oh, that's script on the opposite side, on the inside. Okay, so I think what I will do is some gold stays on. And I know this takes some cleaning up. A lot of people don't like to use it because it's so sticky and, you know, you have to clean your stamps so well. So I think I will take my little butterfly stamp and so pretty. There we are. Cover that. You don't need much. Take your clear embossing powder. Hear that rain? There we go. Okay. It's a little heated. Let's see. Okay, now let's take some of these roses. They're so pretty. Grab a block. And I think I will do these in the Ombre inks. Let's do the butterfly to orange. I'm sorry, butter to orange butterfly. There we go. So you just want to kind of rock them up and down to get some different colors on there. Let's try this. Oh, so pretty. think I'll try the light to dark peach. Take a baby wipe. Okay. And let's just oh, it's so pretty. Okay, then we'll go to like this is like a no time project. If you go to the dollar store, get some of those glasses, and let's do some pool to navy. There we are. Oh, that's beautiful. And then let's get some I think this is pretty. This is the grape, lilac to grape. Notice I'm keeping them, I want different colors, so I'm going to keep it straight in the middle, like even, and then just follow it down, like that. And there you have it. We'll clean that up more later. That's really pretty. And I think all we need is a little bit of leaves on there. Okay. Now this is a two-stage flower, so let's see, do I want to, no, I don't think I want to cover it underneath. I think I'm going to paint them. So let's take some little leaves, just one. I think I'll just do some small leaves on here. There we go. And let's take this mint to green. And it has 3 colors on here because it's ombre. I'll just stamp them all over, turning that over on this side. Okay? So let's it's kind of like a twig type leaf. I saw that one was going in the wrong direction, but I don't think it much matters. I don't want to, let's see. Okay. And I think that's all we have to do, actually. Get my little scripture verses in there, and we are all set. There we go. And it's a quick little project. Then when we put the tape on that, and it goes this way. How pretty is that? But first, yikes, I gotta hurry. I have to get my scripture on there, and I want the scripture to be this way looking at it. So I'm going to use my StazOn black, and I'm going to take this out, the verse that I want. I like Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Take that out. And put it on the block and start stamping. There. Let's see. Just fit it in. Careful not to get it. There you have it, my friends. Okay. Let's get some double-sided tape on there. Isn't that pretty? So let me quickly put the tape on, turn it on the inside, put it right here, and get my bowl out like this. And there you have it. Quickly, quickly. Like this. Take it like this. And draw it together. Oh. Like so. There you have it, my friends.